Hello.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, brother.
What's on the brain tonight?
Uh, Today I just woke up. It's now 6:50 a.m.
6:50 a.m. Beautiful. That's the
Yep.
you're near the magic hours of the day.
Yeah, I think it's night now in US, right?
Yes, sir. It's almost about 9:51 p.m. here.
Yeah, because I watch a lot of UFC fights and the event be like almost at this time.
UFC
S-
is like the wrestling.
No, it's mixed martial arts like wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai.
Ooh, interesting. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I have a lot of favorite fighters.
Well, I mean
There's a
like
guy.
of the sport. Like
Oh,
the
a favorite. Yeah, I like Muay Thai because you use all the weapons in your body. You use elbows, like your knuckles, your knees.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard of it. How do you spell that?
Muay, and then Thai. I'm gonna send it to you so you can copy it.
Yeah, please. The Art of
Uh,
Eight Limbs.
yeah, it's originally from Thailand. That's why it's have like Thai in it.
Interesting. So it's
Yeah,
very involved.
yeah. It's really one of the most lethal, one of most lethal mixed martial arts.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you take one elbow or one knee, it could really, in your head, it could really make damage to your head.
Yeah, yeah. Is that what you like about it? The danger?
No, I don't like, a guy getting knocked out in front of his family, but I like the what do you say, the fights, the competitive between the fighters, and everyone needs to prove that his martial art is the best martial art.
Right, right.
So that's why, and it's really less danger and more safe than a lot of sports than boxing. I mean, in boxing, if you got knocked out, they will wait 10 seconds, and if you didn't get up, then the fight is over. But in mixed martial arts, if you couldn't defend yourself, then that's it. They will end the fight.
I see, yeah. Do you practice martial art yourself?
Well, I had like I guess a session or two with one of my friends, but I more do like I go to the gym more often. I
Uh-huh.
I stopped now for like 3 months because no, I'm lazy now. But I'm planning to get back, hopefully.
Yes. It's good to keep in shape to some extent. You know,
Yeah,
keeps you sharp.
yeah, exactly, man. I also hopefully gonna start kickboxing because here in Egypt it's really not a lot of mixed martial arts that you can learn. You can either learn wrestling or you can learn boxing or kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. But
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu is not in my city, or you cannot practice it in my city. So that's why it's more of limited here, the sports that you can practice.
I see. Where in Egypt do you live?
I live in Aswan. It's in South Egypt. It's really near Sudan. It's near Sudan more than like the time that it's taken to go to Sudan from my city. It's less than the time than you can go to Cairo.
I see. Right, Cairo's where the pyramids are.
No, it's Giza. It's really near. If you can be in Cairo and your job is in Giza, it's really not a big distance. It's like an hour and two.
I see. Yeah. Are there still a lot of like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and things in Aswan.
Yeah, but Aswan has like a bit different culture. Like here in Aswan, we are a lot of us are Nubians,
Mm.
and Nubian is the culture of the city because the people of Aswan are Nubians, the native people of Aswan, because obviously there's a lot of people that are not from there. So the culture is different. It's not like ancient writings and all that. It's more of the Nubian culture.
Hmm. What can you tell me about the Nubians?
Well, they are. I could say they have like great hospitality if you are a foreign person. They also have their own food. That you can. They also we have our own language. I mean, when we had the war with Israel in 1973, it was October War, the 6th of October, and what because a lot of Israelis could spy on the radio waves in the Egyptian military, so they made a code using the Nubian language so that the Israeli cannot understand what they're saying.
Hmm. Wow.
So, but it's really more used with people another in Nubian culture, but we don't use it in the city because the city have like mixed of everyone. You have Nubians, you have people from Upper Egypt, people from Cairo, people from everywhere. So it's not usable that much in the city, but in the villages, in the local places, it's used. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So you lived there most of your life?
In the city, yeah, I lived in the city. Like I still in the same house since I was born. I mean the bed that I was born in, it's still here.
Oh wow. Wow. How do you feel about
But
that?
I mean, the best thing about the place that I live in is the people, the my friends, the neighborhood is really friendly, and I have my friends here for over than 15, 16 years, and it's good. It's pretty cool. But unfortunately, like after 1 year or 2 years, I'm gonna leave it.
Ah, where will you go?
I'll go to another place because it's uh more near than everything. Like I take two transportations to go to the place I want. It take like half an hour. But if I move to that second place, it will like take like 10 minutes, 20
Oh,
minutes
I
max.
see. I see. And where is that place that you'd rather be?
It's it's behind the central of Telecom Egypt. It's a company. It's the government company of like not transportation of communication, like Wi-Fi, like if you have like cell phones, if you have like mobile phones in your house, like not mobile phones, it's like the local phones. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the government company, and we it has like a big building in the city, and we live like the places behind that building.
Ah, I see. But so this is still in Aswan then.
Yeah, it is. We also have a lot of tourists here. Like I've seen a lot of tourists here in Aswan. They come, but they come in winter more often because it's obviously it's the most city the city with the most temperature in Aswan in Egypt. I mean, it has like let me tell you right now how how hot it is. Right now it is 30 degrees Celsius, but in when it's like afternoon, when it's 12 p.m. or something like that, it will be like 43, 44
Oh wow.
Celsius. I don't know what's that in Fahrenheit because I know in US you guys measure temperature with Fahrenheit, but
Yeah.
Celsius is
Well, let's see. This you said it gets to like 45 Celsius to Fahrenheit. That's like 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that's hot.
yeah. And when it's peak summer, it's become 50 degree.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So yeah,
You better stay
that's why.
hydrated.
Yeah, we have all here air conditioning 24/7. Like, that's why most of the people come in winter because they come in winter. In winter, it's like more like 27, 28, 25.
I see. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why people come here in winter, and yeah, it's a touristic city.
Really? What do tourists
Yeah.
like to come there for?
Like financially,
Find it. Oh, just, to see or do.
do you mean the activities that you can do?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, the activities. There's a lot. You can go to. There are a lot of temples. There are also a lot of islands that you can go by boats. Uh, it's really near to the city, so it's not gonna take you a lot of time. It's gonna take you like 10 minutes, and you're gonna be there. You can also take a tour with the boat. You can have a boat, and it will take you on a tour for like 50 minutes or half an hour
Oh,
or whatever
wow.
you like. You
Yeah.
also can you can walk in the city. You can have a walk in the main streets. I don't really recommend you go to the deep streets because it have a lot of bad things. But in the main streets, you're gonna be fine.
Mhm.
Also, you can go to what do they call it in English? Let me search. Sorry, real quick. It's bazaar in Arabic. I don't know if in
Oh,
English.
bizarre. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's also touristic places like
Like a
it's a lot of them.
marketplace.
Yeah, yeah, like a marketplace. Also, not really open marketplace. There is an open marketplace near the train station, but that's like a closed marketplace.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Wow.
It's yeah, it's there's also places like Harbis Hill that's mainly for tourists. It's a place that maybe gives you what do I say? Gives you a perspective about the Nubian culture. It's all of the houses there are Nubian houses and really friendly. A lot of people there can speak pretty good English, so you will not have a problem communicating.
And what's that place called?
غرب السهيل. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
yeah,
you
yeah.
how to غرب السهيل. Uh, I've been there once as a native.
Mm.
It's not interesting as a native because I know about it already, and but if you're a tourist, yeah, yeah, you're gonna love it.
Okay, yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, so
Well, tell
that's
me,
that's
what's your dream in life? Do you have a dream?
sure do. Like my dream is to for me is to change situation in my country because I'm one of a hell of a hater to a lot of people who are politicians here in the Middle East
Mm.
because the way they rule the country. I mean, Egypt itself, we've been ruled by military guys for more than 70 years now,
I see.
and
It's like, would you describe it as a monarchy, or what is it?
I mean, it's a system of dictatorship. If you
Oh, I
speak
see.
about the bad things, they're gonna take you and they're gonna imprison you. I mean, one of my friends, he was four, he was he was not four, he was 8 or 9 years old when they took his father because he was only speaking about politics, which is absolutely his right. And now he's 18 years old, and his father is still in prison.
I see. Wow. Wow.
So that's one of my
So,
dreams.
so what do you think it's gonna take?
For me to
Yeah.
stop it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna take probably everything. But why not? I mean, I mean, if I rather die speaking about my people than live and see them suffer, you know.
Yes. Have you engaged in any political activity at this point?
I did, and I have a lot of debates in my Facebook account. I have a lot of debates in the streets with the people that I know.
Yeah.
Try to speak out for them, but not quite too much because if I did, I will obviously be taken with the guys, and that will help in nothing,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I try first to make those who do not know what the government is doing to know. But that is only one of my dreams. Also have a lot of dreams, like, of course, career-wise, family-wise, society-wise. So that's just one of them, one of the
Right.
dreams, not all of them.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think
But as
that's wonderful.
well, yeah, but that's as a human being, that's the the absolute goal of me is to, because I really hate when somebody is, you know, as he lived the same life as me or maybe different life, but he's a human being like me, and he's taking, and his liberty is taken from him, just he said something that absolutely is right. I
Right.
mean, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, there was a big thing happened in New York City. There was the ambassadors or the embassy of Egypt in New York. So there was Egyptian people and foreign people who did like what did they say? They were standing in front of it and saying I don't know what's it called. It was like let me translate it. Sorry for a
Mm.
second. Uh, yeah, oh yeah. I remember now. Protests. They protested in front of the embassy of Egypt in New York City, and well, the embassy of Egypt didn't take that nice. They took a kid who's 15 years old, and they took him inside of the embassy, and they started to hit him and to abuse him.
Hmm.
And yeah, the people there called the police on them, and now they're getting in a hell a lot of trouble because you cannot simply take a kid who's just protesting and give him a beating or anyone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they think they're in Egypt, you know. They think they can do that.
Right. But they're in New York.
Yeah, they think it's their right, but it's not. But now the kid is out, and he's gonna file a lawsuit against them, and they're gonna. I hope they're gonna be in a lot of trouble because these barbaric monsters need to be taught what is it, what does it take for doing that to any person.
Wow. Yeah. I had no idea that that was even going on. I mean, I'm curious. How has what's been going on in Israel and Gaza been affecting Egypt?
Well, that's the reason actually these guys were protesting in the embassy because they are telling the government they were in the Israeli embassy, and after that they went to the Egyptian one,
Mm.
and they told them you shame on you, you need to stand for the people of Gaza, they're starving and you do nothing, you're a
Yeah.
shitty government and all that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason, the main reason they're protesting that.
Right.
Uh, because yeah, this they just the president of ours, this traitor, this guy, he did a deal with Israel to take oil from them, or not oil, gas.
Mm.
With the oil, the deal costed our government $35 billion. So how you can see all that happening in Gaza and to Palestine to all the kids, and you go there and simply do a deal with the Israeli government with $35 billion?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's not right.
Exactly, man, and that's why I hate that guy. I hate the guts of him because not only he's doing that when he got to power. So let me tell you the story of how did he get in power.
Mm.
So there is a guy called Hosni Mubarak. So Hosni Mubarak was our president for more than 30 years until the people like had enough of him and his system and his dictatorship, and they made the revolution. It was called the Revolution of 25th of January, and obviously they there was like million people in the streets, million one in the streets in Cairo. And after like a month or something like that, he left the presidency and he got caught and he got uh but he left, he didn't become a president no more.
Mm.
So now Egypt had their first like taste of freedom. They can now speak about the army, they can now speak about what's happening, they can now have their freedom. And after that we had legit our first legit like how do they call it, uh
Election.
election. Yes, election. And we had it, and then a guy won the election called Morsi. And then Morsi gave someone who is called El Sisi. He gave him to be the one who's responsible for the army stuff, and they're responsible for army.
Mm.
And he swore that he will protect the president and he will be with them. But after he won, all the government was in secret. They were with the army. So if you go and you had a problem, all right, that you will go to the police station, and when you go and tell them like this happened, that happened, they will tell you it's not my problem. The reason they will tell you that you will think that it's orders from the president, but it's not. It's just the thing they do to make the people hate him.
Mm.
So for a year, they just keep and all the media keep hating on him and saying he's a bad president. He does not deserve that to be a president. And you can notice, like when you speak about politics, before you would immediately go to prison, but now you can literally cuss and swear at the president, and nothing will happen to you.
Mm.
Uh, but people didn't notice that. They just keep hating and pushing it to them because they've been on debate. The media have opened debate for them, and they've taken it. So after that, a lot of people just came out. They had a move that is called Tamarrud, and that move is to go in 30th of July or June and to have another revolution against him, so he cannot be a president no more. Notice all that is only in 1 year of
Mm.
him being a president. So obviously he said like, I will not leave my people because I've been only here 1 year, and you guys know that no one was helping me and no one was giving me a hand in this government. But the people were just pushing it until the guy who's the Sisi, who's supposed to be the guy who swore to protect the president and to protect the freedom of speech of the people and to protect the system, he he gave him a backstab and he joined the guys who made the revolution.
Mm. I see.
So he's one of the responsible for the army. So now he has the power. So other guys that were in the side of the president, they go to a place called Midan Rabah. They protested as well there, and they said, "No, we're not gonna leave our president because he didn't have his freedom as a president to rule the country. He wasn't really a president because of what was happening to him." So these people were with the president. So they were protesting for like I think a month or two. So can you imagine what this barbaric monster did?
Mm.
He the El Sisi, he got with the army and he or the policemen and he started shooting at those people eventually.
Mm.
Right? And they had kids and wives with them. So he started shooting and tearing them so they can leave and they can stop protesting. And of course, most of them like left eventually. Like you can see like a video of a sniper killing a girl who were like 15 years old or 16 years old. She was the daughter of one of the politician who were with the president. So she did nothing wrong. She was just protesting, and she was actually giving food to one of the people there, and a sniper shot her dead.
Mm. Wow, that's horrible.
So all that videos got leaked, and obviously the people were there. It could have led to a civil war between the people, but thank goodness it didn't. But after that, this guy from the military, boom, became a president.
Mm. So the would you say the majority of people don't like him?
Like no, back then he was a fucking hero for the people. He was a
Uh,
hero, and then people thought, like in my city, a lot of people were with the president, the previous president, knew that this guy is a knew that the guy is a monster and he does not deserve that. But in Cairo, because Cairo was the biggest city, was involved with that brainwash. So a lot of
mm,
people, like most of the people, saw him as a hero and all that, and they also made songs for him. They elected him. But after that, now most of these people, the same people, are now saying that he's the worst president of all time.
I see. I see. So it seems like things are kind of shifting now then.
Yeah, it is. There's also I cannot say like we are 140. So yeah, the majority is now against him, but also there's like 30 million or 40 million that are with him.
Right, right.
So not everyone is against him. Because a lot of people do not just admit that they were wrong. So they cannot admit that they were wrong when they're supporting him. So they continue supporting him because their ego just do not let them to admit that they were wrong.
Yeah, yeah, I see.
You can also, you know, look it up what that man did. He had like there was a program called 60 Minutes in the US,
Right,
which
right.
was about you know it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they hosted this guy Sisi. They hosted him, and he looked really disturbed because there's not the media in Egypt. You cannot investigate and ask the president like legit questions. But back
Yeah.
then, he was asking him legit questions. He was sweating and he was like afraid. And after that, after the trailer was released of the episode, everyone was saying like, "Look, what the fuck? Why does he look like that?"
Mm.
And look, he's scared. And obviously, the episode had a lot of things happen to him. But then he spoke with the people who are administrators of the show, and he told them not to to post it,
Yeah.
the episode.
Oh wow. So you would you recommend watching that?
The trailer, yeah, I could send you the trailer.
Okay.
Or you could just type in
The
YouTube like
the six
60
the
minutes.
60-minute interview with LCC.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
you would find the video of the trailer, I guess. And yeah, this guy is even Trump in his first 4 years, he called him his favorite dictator.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's not a secret.
I guess people who are power hungry get along with other people who are power hungry.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's been the case with Egypt for now no, no, not 60, 70, more than 70 years. And that's absolutely sucked to see that the people does not deserve that because uh, when you see the people trying to live normal life, they just want to live, they
Yeah.
just want to say their opinion, they just want to do everything they could. And
Right.
for more than 70 years, they can't have their most basic rights.
Right. Right.
That's what makes it, sad for me that where because I've lived a good life. Like I've been personally in a private school. I'm now in a private college, but I know that better. I've lived better life than like 60% of the people, and I I want everyone to live this life. I want everyone to have good life and to have for their kids good education and good health care. I want that for everyone.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, same
But
here. Yeah,
unfortunately, not the case for most of the people here.
right. Well, I think, people have more power than they realize, but they have to be brave enough and fearless enough to, well, organize themselves and
Exactly.
stand up together.
Uh, the problem now is the government. It has a lot of spies inside of it, inside of the people, between the people. And I mean, you could walk in the street and ride like transportation, and somebody would ask you about what's your opinion on the president. And if you speak like freely and you say, "Oh, I hate that guy, I hate all that," he's gonna snitch on you.
I see. Yeah.
So what
Has
what
that
made the
yeah, has that ever happened to you?
I mean, it happened to us, me and my friends. We were sitting in a place and eating, and
Hmm.
while we eat, one of my friends was just eating, and the person who's in his right, he started to speak politics with him. So he gave us like a side eye, and we understood the assignment, and we got out.
I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You caught on to him.
Yeah, because we knew like what would he do, and we knew these games. Like most of the people know these games now, and also what made like the first revolution very successful. It was because the government didn't know about Facebook back then,
Ah,
right?
yeah,
And the spark of the revolution was on Facebook.
yeah.
So a lot of people, like I guess there were 100,000, or they said on 25th of January we're gonna start a revolution. They got big and big and big, and then people knew that they would do that. But now, like of course, like everybody knows about Facebook, about social media. So if people are going to organize a way to go on a revolution, like that happened in 2022.
Oh,
A lot of people organized a revolution in 11 November, and yeah, and obviously like the government know, and I had like a lesson there, or a lecture of English in my high school
hmm.
with one of my teachers. So I got to go to there with my friend, and you could not see how many policemen in the street. Like every street have like 5 or 10 policemen.
Wow, wow. Yeah,
Like many, like if you go to the main streets, you're gonna have like 100, 200, because they're too afraid of people getting out and speaking.
yeah, yeah. Right.
So even if people tried, they're gonna stop it eventually.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And also they did at that day when you could walk in the street, and when you're walking, you're gonna find people who are asking you to investigate your mobile, your cell phone. If you told them no and it's not your right and all that, they're gonna take it by power and start, searching in your phone to anything that's political.
Mm.
And if they found one, they're gonna take you.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like kind of tough to even figure out how you make a meaningful change with all that surveillance around you.
Exactly, man. And also, one of the things that are making it tough is even if that guy died, like he's now 72, 71 years old. So he's old enough, he can die at any moment. Even if he died, it's not a problem with him, it's a problem with the whole system.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
even if he died, they're gonna bring 1,000 guy like him. It's not gonna
Right.
be any different.
Yeah. Right. Right.
That gave them the voice to, and the and what do they call it? Oh yeah, the audacity. Yeah, they have the audacity to go out in the media and to say we cannot manage the things. I mean, this there is the governor of transportation of the guy who is responsible for transportation in the whole country, right? Like there was an unfortunate 2 or 3 accidents in the same way in like 2 days. So everyone was going wild against him because there was like 10 or 12 or 13 girls who died, that they were like 18 or 20, and they were dying because they were going only to their work to have a job, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, and they died on the way, and people were really sad and started speaking out that this guy is not responsible. He should be fired, and he should be investigated, and he should be in prison for that because it was a problem with the road. So the guy had the audacity to go on a live stream, all right, and to say, no, it's not my problem, it's the problem of the driver. The driver was drunk. The driver died with him, and he had nothing to do with being drunk. So, but he gave it a canned accusation to the driver, and something funny to see how God exposed him when he was in the live stream saying that it was the driver's mistake. Another accident happened in the live stream while he was talking in the background, and he saw it. He saw the accident in in the background, and he didn't like blink an eye and go and ask what happened, guys. Right? No, he continued with the live.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
And after that, they interviewed him and told him, and he said, "Yes, I cannot manage and I cannot do my job correctly, but I will not leave it. I will continue doing."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean,
there's
yeah. I mean, when you talk to people in your town about all this, I mean, what is the general attitude? You or do you feel like people are afraid to even, you know, go there? Or
well, to be honest with you, now people are like more disappointed than ever that they don't give a shit really of what will happen to the country. Like
I
people
see.
now do not give a shit if the economy has gone worse, if the education has gone worse. They just gave up.
Oh, I see.
I cannot blame them really because like the way they've been dealing with this situation for more than 10 years with the same guys, or 11 years with the same guy, and nothing is changing. So I understand their perspective.
Yeah. I'm curious. Are people very religious there? Is there a very spiritual outlook or
Well,
outlet?
we can say it's 50-50.
I see.
Like it's 50% of the people are religious and 50% are not. But yeah, it's 50-50. But it's not the main, unfortunately, it's not the main theme of the country because all right, everyone can live their own life as they want. I can force anyone to live as my
Right.
perspectives. But the problem is the country is pushing also some religious like things that are not right, that is not from our religion really.
Oh, I see. Like what kind of
like
things? Yeah.
like one of the things is that they're pushing is kind of a cult. You know, it's called Sufia. They're Muslims, but they do a lot of things that are not from the religion. Like one of the examples, when we pray, we only pray to God, right?
Yeah.
And when we ask God to give us something, we only ask God, and that's from our religion. God is the only one who we could ask to heal my son if my son is ill.
Yes.
But
Yes.
now they're pushing this agenda of like this guy was really a religious guy, and he was one of the guys that God gave him a gift to being super religious. So we're gonna ask him to heal our son, and we're gonna ask him to give us money, and we're gonna ask him that we pass the exams. And he's a dead man. He has nothing to do. He cannot do nothing.
Yeah.
And that's right, really a big problem because God told us in Islam, do not the only one who we should worship is God and God only. The
Yes.
only one who should we be faithful to and do the prayers to Him is God only.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a problem. Another problem is these uh, these religious men that like push this agenda also have their own opinions politically that they push to the people so they can be more afraid. Like they tell them if you go out against your president, then you are out of Islam. You're not Muslim anymore.
Ha. Wow.
And that's funny enough because they say, well, if your president is Muslim, then you cannot go out and and go against him, even if he's imprisoning people, even he's killing people, even if they say if he do all the bad stuff, you cannot do that. And the funniest stuff is that they are the same people that was supporting the people to go out against the previous president who was elected by the people that I told you about that didn't continue a year. These same people were saying, "Oh yes, guys, go against him. He's not a good president and all that." Now they're changing the subject because now they're having advantages from that president, Sisi.
I see. You're right. Right. Well, I'm curious. Are you very do you pray a lot yourself?
Yeah, for me, I think religion is number one priority for me. Because for me, I believe that this life that we live, the current life in the world, is just a temporary state, and the life that we would have, like, would stay forever, is uh, the 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 afterlife.
Yes, yes, yes. I believe that, you know, we are eternal ultimately, and you know,
Exactly.
this is just a blip in our existence, and
Yeah.
ultimately all that we experience is a well, it's we're cogs in the mind of God. We're a dream of God, and
My perspective of the whole world situation, the whole life, and the money and the power and everything, it's gonna God give it to some people, and He's gonna test them how they can use it, and everything else,
right.
like the voice. Like I have the voice to speak for other people who cannot speak, like the people in Palestine, the people in Syria when happened things in Syria back then, the things in Ukraine, a lot of people dying in Ukraine as well.
Yes.
That reason. So I have the voice to speak out to these people. That's what I try to do because I believe when I'm gonna stand in front of God, He's gonna ask me, "What did you what did you do for these people when you had the
Yes.
chance?"
Yes. Yes, I believe ultimately we grow either in service to others or we grow in service to ourselves, you know.
Exactly, man. And also, I think personally uh, that what makes what makes the path of Islam is very dangerous if you just be quickie on it or bit that there's a lot of diversity now in our religion. That's a bad thing. Like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was alive, like 1,400 years ago, he told us that in the future there's gonna be uh, a hundred a hundred diverse people in Islam, and only one team of them will go to heaven. You
Mm,
know,
mm,
the other will go to heaven eventually, but first they're gonna be in have what they call it, a punishment for their acts that they have been in this diverse act. I mean, like these who are praying for other people. Like God has told them, do not pray for other people. They're not gonna help you. They're not gonna do anything for you. So if they lived and died believing in that, we believe that they're ultimately gonna be you know, God is going to ask them. And God is the most merciful of all time. That he has a mercy that we cannot believe. It is a
Mm-hmm.
mercy. We
Uh-huh.
believe that, and it's in the Quran already that His mercy is something we cannot imagine. So it's not like 100% that we do not have, the keys of heaven and hell for these people. They
Mm-hmm.
could, God could forgive them and they can go to heaven, you know. But the inevitable thing that what they're doing is wrong,
Yes.
to do things like that, to go to other people and to start doing all that stuff and also other stuff like there's when girls are like 9 or 10 years old, a lot of people do what do they call it? They think there's something in their reproductive system that makes
Uh,
them, having their experience when they marry, when they, having a relationship with their partner. So
it,
there's a part of
yeah.
their body that is responsible for that.
Huh.
And I don't know the scientific name of it. And this part is the if you cut it, it will cut the feeling when she has a relationship with her, partner when she marry. So in our religion, it's forbidden to you to cut that because you're gonna you're gonna ban her or block her from having something really, really. It's one of her rights, to have you to have feelings when she is having a relationship with her partner. You know,
See,
uh,
yeah,
but
no, yeah.
there are people who are doing that and cutting this part of their bodies, and they think it's part of the religion, and it's forbidden in our religion to do that. So also God will ask him, why did you do that to your child, to your daughter? Why did you do that? It's
Oh, I
really not a right
see.
thing to
I
do.
see. Yes, like uh, what do you call it? Like a circumcision? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, circumcision, exactly.
Yes, yes, I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, I think that's wrong.
Yeah. So that's also a wrong thought about the religion that people have been, you know, giving to each other in the years, that this should happen to them and should happen to them. And unfortunately, most of the elder generation, like now, people starting to know that that's a crime, and even the countries, anyone who's doing that is going to prison eventually
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it's not right. But back then, like 70 years ago or 80 years ago, that was the case for most of the women back then.
Yeah, I think whether it happens to a woman or a man, it's a part of the body, and I think people deserve to have their whole body intact.
Yeah, I mean, to the men, it happens to the men, but when it happens, I think scientifically, I don't know, uh, and even in our religion, if it happened to men, it happens because it protects them from uh, some kind of diseases when they grow up, and it does not take the pleasure when they have a relationship. So that's why in our
Well,
religion we have.
yeah, that's what they say, but I don't know if that's fully true. I mean, it's still, I think God made us a certain way, and He made us perfectly. And so every part of us is, necessary, and it has a purpose.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, like the whole perspective when it comes to men. The only thing I know, it's not like it does not affect the relationship as the women, and that's why it's really a horrible thing to do to your daughter,
Sure. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
eventually she's gonna have someone that she loves, and like, can you imagine someone who's living like their whole life without a feeling when they have a relationship with their partner? It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Leave the people alone. Let them love. Let them. Don't
Yep.
put that. Don't put that on a person.
Yep. So for me, I just stay away from any other things that people believe and say it's from the religion, and it's not. I take it as whatever the prophet said, whatever the God said, I
Yeah.
follow, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, God has told us to work our minds and to think, like to think about everything in the Lord. Like one of the things that our prophet was doing before he was before the Holy Quran was told to him is was he go to in a cave and see the nature and see and ask who did that. There's certainly a God who created this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So also that's something in our religion to think about everything and have debates and have all that and have and that's why I believe. But I don't get myself in a lot of debates right now because what it well what it does is just take from your energy and here it's not it's not 100% like people will have a civilized conversation with you.
Yes, I see. Well, I think that part of achieving peace is helping people to understand that we really aren't so different from one another, and every life is valuable, every life is part of us, so when we kill somebody, we're killing a part of ourselves. When
Yeah,
we
exactly.
enslave somebody, we enslave part of ourselves. When we deny somebody else rights, we're denying our the whole experience of ourselves to live as fully and freely as we could.
Yep. And I think everyone should not be generalized for their belief. I mean, even the Jews, there's a lot of good Jews. As a human beings, I don't think that because there's Jews that doing bad stuff in Israel that all Jews are bad.
Yeah, I
Also,
completely agree. I completely agree. I mean, I think that it's like ultimately, if we're not all the chosen people, then you know, how can there be any chosen people? We're all just the
yeah.
people.
Also, as a belief uh, of they have it was firstly it was really uh people who God gave them like in Quran God tell us like he gave them really good deeds because their good deeds God gave them everything and after that they did not like stick to the path of humanity and they've become like their ego is so high that they're going to people and oh we're God's chosen people we can do whatever we want
Right, right, right.
and that
Exactly.
was the downhill with him in our story in Quran. We believe that the early Jews that were with Moses and who followed them,
Yeah.
and they were really good people that they're going to heaven, and they are also like as the same belief as us because we believe in all prophets and all prophets came with the same message.
Yes. 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 I think it's when start to say that God has a favorite. God, all God's people are God's people. That's how I see it. You know.
Exactly. Even in there's a prophet quote like it says. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or from this tribe or that tribe. What God will judge everyone with in the day of judgment is with their will truly with their truly internal faith and with their acts that they do in life. I mean, a lot of people who are here, even in Egypt, they are from the bloodline of the Prophet, and a lot of them just act like so high and mighty because only because they are from his bloodline and
Right.
Like, I mean, the uncle of the prophet was not even a Muslim. And I'm like, guys, what do you? It does not make you a better Muslim because you are from his bloodline
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or better human
Exactly.
being.
Right, right. Yeah, there's no better or worse human beings. It's just we're all in this together, you know. It doesn't
Yep.
matter what kind of blood you have.
Yeah, and I but now ward is not it's not full of love. It's full of mostly hatred and unfortunately bad feelings between people and each other because it's only for me it's because politics have been the main reason for everything that's or all the hate that's inside of people's hearts.
Yeah, well, I see the way I see it, I see God as love ultimately, and if we realize that God is everywhere and in everything, then we'd realize love is everywhere and in everything, and that's the fundamental truth. It's not fear, it's not hatred. It's just love. And
I
we
mean,
would, yeah.
even if you go to America, to the US, and you find a Trump supporter and you tell him, "Hey man, not all black people are bad," he's gonna start blasting and saying, "Oh, what do you mean? You have to be a liberal. You have to be well. You have to be this. You have to be that." And I'm
Uh,
like, man, that's common sense, brother. Like, not because if someone is black, he's a thief or he's a
right.
you know a bad person, but not all Trump supporters as well think that, but like the extreme ones, you know?
Yes, of course. Well, I think people grow up learning what they learn, and if you've never been taught to look outside of what where you're at, then you probably won't have any reason to change your mind on a lot of things. And I
Yep.
think that's why you have to try to understand people, but then also gently pull them to a deeper, or help them understand a deeper truth. That's more
Yeah, exactly.
that shows them something, that it's not just about them. It's not just about separating ourselves into, oh, I'm this or you're that. It's about helping people to see that we truly are one people. You know.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
So
think,
yeah, yeah.
sorry, I was just saying it's also a thing that, I'm sorry guys, but I know you're from US and not, but I hate really the politicians from the US. I really don't like
Yeah, well, we're not too happy about him either.
because, the thing that happened in the Middle East, man, sucks. Like the thing that happened in Iraq, things happened now in Palestine, things happened
Hmm.
in Sudan and Somalia, other things. It had something to do eventually with someone of the politicians in the US. I don't know, man. Why are they doing that, man? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's what that's what we're wondering too. I mean, there's a lot of I don't know. It seems like a lot is going on right now, and it's happening so fast. It's hard to even keep up with all the details,
Yep.
but I do think that there are more people who care about other people than not, regardless of what the current people in power are like. I think that's the
Yeah,
minority. You know.
of course, yeah. But the thing that I'm just like confused because they have power, they
Right.
have money, they don't need, to do wars to do these stupid decisions that they do
Yeah.
to just to be more powerful or have more money. I mean, the US, for example, it has I don't know how many trillion dollars, but every state is like a whole ass country, you know. So
Yeah.
what can make you do all these decisions? I don't know. It's
Right.
maybe also a matter of perspective and the things they grow as learning as politicians. Like you should like the people who are Democrats or they're I don't know the the other guys, learning that all immigrants, you should stop immigration and all that, even if it's legal. Immigrants are the one who destroy the country,
Mm-hmm.
all
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, again, I think that's just another fear mentality. It's kind of looking at, okay, there's, you know, I don't know, it's like even seeing yourself as one country or another country, I mean, and putting yourself into that kind of category, I think it sort of breeds a certain separationalist mindset. It's like,
Hmm.
shouldn't we just treat people as people no matter if they came from this country or that one, and take care of whoever is here?
Exactly, and on my perspective, also for the people who are saying, well, because the immigrants took our chances in employment or this and that. I mean, just let's get rid of the idea of that. But if you put it in a perspective, the US didn't grow up with as a nation with the Native Americans. It was not even their
No,
land,
yeah,
like the
that's
people who
true.
live now. So why are the people right now are speaking and saying that that's not their right to come and find a better life?
Right, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, this whole nation, a lot of its history, had to do with taking away and taking away the land from people that were already here, and then subjugating them to terrible atrocities.
Yeah,
But
I
I
think
do think that's changing. I think people are starting to realize that and see that that was wrong, and even the native people who live here are standing up against it too.
yeah. I hope like I mean we have a belief that there will come a time like there was a verse from the Quran that that was speaking about Israel. God was saying in that verse, we it was destined for the people of Israel, and that they will be so high and mighty in life two times in two eras, two different eras. The first era, which was back in the history, I don't know when was that, and the era we live now, it was saying وَلَا- لَتُفْسِدُنَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَّتَيْنِ وَلَتَعْلُنَّ عُلُوًّا كَبِيرًا, which means in English, you're gonna be so high and mighty and you're gonna do a lot of bad things, and you're gonna start, doing some killing and all that. But after that, we believe that there will happen a time that will be like near the end of the whole world, or it will be near the day of judgment. That some year the everything will change. Like the people will be living in a good times, you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
everything will be good, everything will be amazing. But I don't know when will that time be, but I believe it's really becoming near.
I believe so too. I
Yeah,
do think that a lot of the bad stuff that happens, it can still be used to ultimately see the positive side of things. Even through tragedy and, you know, trauma, we can still unite and help each other through that.
yeah, exactly, man. And you know, uh, eventually when life becomes really injustice to a lot of people in the world and all that, eventually there will be a time that everyone will have their payback,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
because power and money and all that, it does not it's not something that is guaranteed for anyone.
Right. Right. And it's not the thing that ultimately matters either.
Yeah, like I believe like you can have like the most amount of money possible, and you think you cannot be beaten as a nation, like Israel, for example, and like they don't know, maybe they wake up and found like a tsunami happening to them or something. So nothing is guaranteed. If they think that they are guaranteed with power and with all that things that can make them do all their crimes and go away with it, they will have their day.
Yeah.
And not all them alone. I mean the Russians as well. have their, not the Russians like as the people, but as the, the Putin and his guys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think every nation, you know.
Yep. Well, and I hope this time comes and we see it before he die.
Oh, I believe it will. You know, I mean, I think things are just changing so rapidly, and people are. I mean, the fact that we're able to have this conversation right now, you know, just two
Mhm.
total strangers over the internet, but having a peace talk, you know,
Yeah,
I mean
it's a good
that.
sign,
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
of course. And for me, I also think it's not any good if you became, disappointed in the world. I mean, I keep it optimistic for myself, like, and I hope that it becomes better. And I just
Yes,
wait because I truly believe in the bottom of my heart that it will happen. It's just a matter of time.
yes, yes. I believe so too. I believe so too. That's a good attitude, you know. And I believe that when you keep
Yep,
positive and when you keep grateful for your own life and honestly you try to stay joyful, that attitude spreads and other people can feel it all around you, you know.
exactly, man. If you just spread positivity to the people, I mean, you can make someone's day by just a word or just, an act. Your day, you can make his day, you can make his week.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Well, it seems like you're doing the good work, man.
Well, thanks, brother. You too.
Yeah. What's your name?
I was just gonna ask. My name is Mohammed
Mohammed.
or Mohammed.
Well, it's so nice to meet you, Mohammed. My name's Sam.
Nice to meet you, my brother, Sam.
I want to tell you, I just got on this website just to, record some interesting conversations, and if you're willing, I'd love to put this online.
Yeah, of course. Go for it. What's the name of your channel?
My channel is called uh, Sam Scoresby, and you know,
On YouTube?
yeah, I've posted all kinds of things, but I think this is something I'd love to do is just put up put up good conversations with strangers and just let that positivity seep into the world, you know. Here, I'll send it to you. One sec.
Do you have your profile picture on YouTube is like a blue mouse or something like that?
Yes, he's my little
Yes.
alien. I call him
I,
Scoresby, and
yeah, I
I
found it.
okay, cool. Well, yeah, you can watch some. I've posted like different things like meditations and music, and so yeah, I think this would be
I've hidden
this.
that subscribe button, man.
What's that?
I said I've hidden that subscribe button immediately, my brother.
Okay, beautiful, man. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll put this
Always,
up,
bro.
and if you'd like to share it too, I think we can just get more good conversations out into the world and help spread peace. You know.
Of course, brother. I have a lot of people here that also have wants to, listen to conversations. I have a lot of friends are on this website they live with me, so I'll
Okay.
share.
Okay, I'll title it A Peace Talk with Mohammed. How about that?
That's amazing, man.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And God bless
Welcome, brother.
and just keep
God
spreading
bless,
the
brother.
love, never give up.
Of course, brother. Of course.
Okay, you be well.
Have a good day, my brother.
Okay, you too, my brother. Bye bye.
Bye.